Hi everyone, Leanne here from Jaded Blossom, and I have another little bonus video to share with you today. Hey, so I am using Jaded Blossom's Gnome Dies Easter Add Ons 2, their Carrots for Sale stamp set, their Mini Tag Dies 3, their Bunny Faces stamp set, their Blessed Easter stamp set, Card Mat Dies, their Gnome Friends Bunny Dies, that's a new one, their Scalloped Oval Dies and Stitched Oval Dies, along with the Gnome Dies Easter Add Ons and the Wheelbarrow Easter Add Ons, which is also new. And I put together these eggs on the Wheelbarrow Add Ons assembly video, the Easter ones, or Wheelbarrow Easter Add Ons, and then I put that together on the Gnome Friends Bunny Dies. I'm also using the Hippity Hoppity 6-inch pad from Doodlebug, but you can use any Easter pad. So first, I cut out some pattern paper from that Hippity Hoppity 6-inch pad using Jaded Blossom's Mini Tag Dies 3. And then I'm taking a sentiment from the stamp set. What's that stamp set called again? Not Blessed Easter. It is Carrots for Sale. Sorry, guys. So I'm stamping the sentiment from Carrots for Sale. It says Bunny Kisses and Easter Wishes using VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink and my Misty. And then next I went ahead and I cut out the basket out of Paper Trank white cardstock, and then again out of pattern paper from that same 6-inch pad from Doodlebug Hippity Hoppity. There we go. Now, everything that I used will be listed on my blog. So you'll notice I did put together that Gnome Friends Bunny die on the assembly video. So check that out. I did change the eyes. So what I did was I cut them out of the solid piece out of black. And then what I'm doing is I'm adding the highlights where I want to add them in the upper right-hand corner of each eye. And I cut out the part with the little pupil, I guess you want to call it, out of white, and I'm just adding the highlights to my eyes. And I will weight that down with an acrylic block. I just used my, I think it's artist glue from scrapbook.com. Next, I'm going to add my bow to my basket, and I cut that out of Doodlebug cardstock in raspberry. So I'm just going to add those to my little Easter basket. Super cute stuff, right? And that is actually, I believe that is Nouveau glue in that little container. There we go. And I do clamp it down with my reverse tweezers. Next, I'm going to layer up my Mini Tag Dies 3. I cut that out of white Paper Trank cardstock for the base layer or the shadow layer, whatever you want to call it. And I'm just going to line those up. And then I will weight it down with an acrylic block as well. Now, I have a piece of Paper Trank white cardstock cut at 4.25 by 11, scored at 5.5 inches with my Martha Stewart scoreboard and my Teflon bone folder, working on that Stampin' Up! Pad like usual. There we go. Of course, I can't open it. And I'm adding a 1-inch strip of paper from that same pad to the inside of my card. There we go. You know what? It might even be a little bit shorter than 1 inch. I'm just sort of following some of the lines. You know how they have those border papers? This one has some horizontal lines, and I just trimmed out some that looked pretty. Now, this is also from the Gnome Dies Easter Add Ons, and it used to be a balloon, but I'm just trimming off the bottom. And that was put together with Paper Trank white and black cardstock, or no, black cardstock and hibiscus cardstock from Paper Trank. Okay, so I'm just going to be adding my little bunny down. And the little eggs are all from that Jaded Blossom Wheelbarrow Easter Add Ons set. So I'm just adding those all down. Cut out a Paper Trank white cardstock, rainbow petite prints in candy stripe and sprinkles, and the polka dot plaid. There we go, and I will weight that down. And I do trim off the edge. So now I'm going to stamp a sentiment from Blessed Easter on the inside of the card. Oops, I skipped that part. Did I not tape it? Sorry, guys. I'm a professional, you can tell, right? I just stamped a sentiment on the inside of the card. Now, I'm using the bunny faces. They are too small for the bunny, but I'm going to use the whiskers on and that's the largest set of whiskers. And I'm going to stamp that using VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink, using my Misty. And I'll stamp it a few times. Just stamp gently because you already have your bunny put together. That would be a disaster. And there we go. And I'm going to put that off to the side to dry. And isn't that cute? Now he's got some whiskers. Okay, so yeah, I did stamp, Happy Easter on the inside of the card. Sorry, guys. I must have, messed up the taping of that. But, you get the gist. Okay, so I'm using ATG tape and some artist glue around the edge. And this pattern was cut out of that same Doodlebug Hippity Hoppity pad using Jaded Blossoms card matte dies. And I'll add that to the front of my cardstock. It's just kind of an all-over bunny face print. There we go. I'm just trying to line it up as well as I can. And then I do weight it down. Now, the little paws for the bunny, I cut those out of American Crafts gray cardstock again, and I'm just running the black soot distress ink around the edge, just like I did with the bunny when I did the assembly originally. Now, next I'm going to put together my Scalloped Oval and my Stitched Oval die layers. This is going to be the spot where my bunny's going to be on the front of my card. So I'm just sort of getting that centered there, and I will weight it down. Now, that little piece I use as a bunny tail, but you could also use it for hair. So I'm going to give him a little bit of a hairdo just to make him a little cuter. And I do glue that down with some glue. There we go. And that's our American Crafts cardstock as well. Isn't that cute? I don't know. I like the bunny better with the solid eyes. On the assembly video, I had them put together with the, with white eyes, kind of like big Google eyes, if you get the drift. But I really didn't like the look of that. So, I prefer the solid eye. That's just me. So now I'm going to add in my sentiment on the bottom of my card, adding everything with my ATG tape right now. There we go. And if you kind of go over the edge with the ATG tape, you can use an adhesive eraser. That's your friend. Okay, next I'm going to glue down my bunny with that artist glue again from scrapbook.com, which is actually, it's a good glue. And I'm going to add that to the front using my reverse tweezers. Isn't he cute? So cute, right? And I'm just going to use my reverse tweezers just to clamp things down, just so everything is sticking down. There we go. Now, next I'm going to be popping up this little basket with some Stampin' Up! Dimensionals. There we go. Now I also use the 12-inch dot stripe from Doodlebug. That's for the inside of the ears. And I used a Copic marker R21, for the ears, and a Copic marker 0 to kind of blend out for the cheeks. But you can see me do that on the assembly video of the Gnome Friends bunny dies. Isn't that cute? So cute. Now I'm pulling out my shape sprinkles. These are called Egg Hunt. So I'm going to tuck in a couple of these little enamel shiny eggs. And I just happen to have only 2 left. Like how does that work out? Like perfectly, eh? There we go. And then I'm pulling out the shape sprinkles. This one is called Love This. And I'm going to add a few little hearts with my pen blade, just picking them up. There we go. Just adds a little bit of shine. And it's a lot of fun, to the front of a card, I think. And it makes an easy card, elevates an easy card, I think, a bit. Adding a little bit of shine, right? So I'm just sort of, visual triangles, odd numbers, all those things. And there we go. I love the shine. Isn't that cute? He is so cute. So next, I am going to pull out my Nouveau Crystal Glaze, and I'm going to shine up his eyes. So I'm adding on some glaze. You got to put this aside to dry. Don't touch it, people. I know you want to touch it, but don't touch it. I went and let that sit overnight. And isn't that cute? It looks a little bit milky to start, but it does dry clear. Check out my pictures at the end of the video. But how cute is he? So thank you so much for stopping by. Be sure to hop on over to the Jaded Blossom blog, Be Inspired by the Team, the Jaded Blossom store to get your hands on these amazing products. And thank you as always for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. And come back again soon. Bye, everybody.